hit your goals fast enough before you start giving up on them, before you lose all hope, before you start becoming less enthusiastic about them, before you lose all your motivation and energy to do them, before you lose all hope. After all, there is such thing as it's too late for you to pursue those goals. That exists. That is entirely possible. There is such thing as it's too late for you to pursue those goals or aspirations or dreams anymore. That is entirely possible and could be true. Do not wait until that happens. Do it before it's too late. Speed is everything. Time is of the essence. All that matters. Getting to your goals faster matters. We live in a world where it doesn't matter how old you are anymore. No, it does matter. How old are you? It does matter. Get to your goals fast enough before it's too late. It will be too late at some point, and then you'll give up on them, and then you'll settle, and then you'll say, oh, it's too late for me to do so, and I'm happy, and I'm grateful, and I'm grateful for the kids, and I'm satisfied, what more to ask for? Look at other people who are doing worse in life. Be grateful, be satisfied, and you start settling and lowering your standards and giving up and settling for less and accepting mediocrity, all because you did not, that ambition that you had in your early 20s wasn't because you were foolish and young and naive and innocent and had no idea how the world works or you didn't know any better. It was because you were still young. You were still young. That's all. You had all your life ahead of you. And that's why the sky was the limit when it came to your dreams and goals and aspirations. If you get there soon enough, it will become a reality. It will be real life. It will be the best for you. It will become a reality. But if you take too long, you think that wisdom is starting to settle in. No, this is just giving up and lowering your standards as time goes by because it is too late for you now to pursue those same goals. That's why you're aiming for lower and aiming for less and settling for less and settling for the average and below average and settling for anything lesser than your goals and aspirations that you've had back when you were, young and still, in your early 20s. This is not wisdom. Again, this is not you becoming a mature person who is wiser and a responsible person and a grown-up. No, it is just too late for you. It will take a ton of time. You don't have the energy anymore. You're not in shape anymore. You're not fit for doing it anymore. You're experiencing, very slow cognitive decline as you age, even if you're, still 30 or whatever. But you're not as smart as you were when you were young, in your 20s. And all of this is leading to you giving up on your goals. This isn't wisdom. This isn't you, becoming a realistic person and understanding how real life works. You also understood how real life works when you were younger, and you noticed that given your abilities that you had when you were that young, and you had all your life ahead of you, and given your understanding of reality, which is very accurate, you can accomplish anything. I'm not here to tell you you have to adopt this mindset. I'm here to tell you get to your goals before you lose the capability of having such a mindset, because it is actually too late for you now. Accomplish your goals before it's too late, because it will be too late when you lose the ability to accomplish them in the future for any reason. And then you will start settling for less. And then you'll give up on your goals, and then everything will be pointless. Everything will be impossible for you. You'll become the very thing that you've hated all your life. Accomplish your goals before it's too late, before you yourself start giving up on them because it's too late for you to pursue them now. Because you're too old to pursue them now. And yes, I do believe I'm one of those people who, is the exception, who believes that too old is not a limiting belief. It is just you becoming depressed because of the reality of your situation that you're in right now, that you've become too old. And that's a limitation, an actual real life limitation, not a limiting belief that hinders your capacity to pursue the same goals that you had or could have pursued back when you were younger. I'm too old is not a limiting belief, it's a limitation based upon reality and objective truth. Get to your goals before that becomes your reality, before it becomes very late for you and too late for you to pursue those goals. Get to your goals now by any means necessary. Do whatever it takes to get there, soon enough and fast enough. Or else you'll spend the rest of your life hating every single person who is still young and still has their whole life ahead of them and still has the opportunity to pursue whatever goals or dreams they can set for themselves. You will hate all of them. Like literally, you will hate all of them. Any college age person, you will hate them. Just because they're young, just because they can set some goals for themselves and for their life and pursue them, because they still have the opportunity to do so because they're still young enough. You'll spend the rest of your life forever hating every single one of them because you failed to pursue your goals when you were at their age, when you were young enough, when you still had the chance. Whatever you miss out on life when you could have done it, especially if it's your own damn fault, you will spend the rest of your life thinking that it's unfair. Why do they get the chance to succeed at such a young age when it was impossible for me? No, you didn't pursue it. If it was impossible for you through no fault of your own, you might develop that, and it will be like envy and still some sort of hatred. You can develop that. But imagine if it was because of through your own fault. Imagine if that was your own fault, that you missed out on pursuing your goals. Imagine that you quit on chasing your goals and aspirations and dreams in life because of you. It was your own fault. You are the only person to blame over it here. It is not your circumstances, not the environment, it's not external factors, it is not anybody else or anything else outside of you. It is just purely you. How much hatred you will have for yourself, self-loathing, and for everybody who still has the chance to accomplish and reach and hit their goals and aspirations and dreams in life. Every single one of them will develop unlimited hate towards them, which means you will literally hate everybody, especially those who are young enough. Anyone in their 20s and 30s and perhaps even 40s and 50s. Like what is this? Do you want that kind of like it is dangerous to quit on your goals. It is dangerous not to succeed. Don't you get that? Don't you get that it is dangerous for you to fail in life? It is not an option. Everything will be ruined. Everything will be insanely horrible. Everything will be the worst there is possible. It is not, oh yeah, I can be happy without being successful. Absolute garbage. There is no such thing. It is impossible. It is literally impossible for you to be happy at all, at any level of happiness whatsoever, without being successful enough to maintain that kind of happiness. Without being successful, period. It is literally impossible to be happy without being successful. You can be successful without being happy. Sometimes that happens, but good luck with that. That's very, very, very rare, and it is like you are looking at the exception and making a rule out of it. But you think that some people are happy without being successful? Impossible. Most of them. Look at the imposter syndrome that you're complaining about. Look at the OCD they have. Look at the depression they have. Look at the highs and the lows, and that this is the normal for everybody, that it is very normal to feel that low after that high. No, your mood swings are part of your depression because you are not successful enough. Because you're trying to be happy without being successful. It is affecting you, and it's gonna backfire badly. And it's gonna manifest on your, in terms of mental health, on you later on. Lack of success is dangerous and bad. Lack of success is dangerous and bad. All the problems that you're complaining about are because you're trying to pursue happiness without pursuing success. You'll always fail at happiness and at success. And you will always have a gazillion mental health issues chasing you all the time. Our anxiety doesn't go away. We're doing everything right, but still the anxiety is there. Not to mention the depression that sometimes hits us. No, I got out of bed today. Wow, what an achievement. Clap yourself. I ran today for 30 minutes. Wow, so impressive. You did something that a literal animal can do, and you're so proud of yourself. Like all what you're complaining about are symptoms of someone who's failing at life. Because you're trying to chase happiness without success. Because you think, oh, it's toxic hustle culture. Why should I? If I want to get my success, my happiness through success, it means I think I'm not good enough. And so I'll always be chasing success to prove that I'm good enough, and then I'll burn out, and then I'll, fail and be miserable all the time, because no amount of success will ever be enough to make me feel good enough. That is an issue of you not being good enough no matter what you do. It has nothing to do with success. This isn't an issue with success. This is a you problem. This is an issue with you. You will never feel good enough or be good enough no matter what you do or how hard you try. But you set a rule for everybody else as if this is, like the truth, the ultimate truth that is right for everybody else, that you will never feel good enough through success. No, only you. Because nothing will make you feel good enough no matter what. And so you settle for happiness and you give up and you think that you should be just grateful for what you have. It's impossible for you to be happy, and it's impossible for you to be successful, and it's impossible for you to feel good enough. I think you have some issues and problems that you need to fix. But you spread that as if this is the ultimate truth that everybody should, follow and settle for. Again, the issue is with you not being capable of feeling like you're good enough no matter what you do. It has nothing to do with success. Leave success out of this, please. It is the highest thing that gives us the highest and most intense and greatest pleasures of all time possible. Nothing will give you pleasure like success. Nothing will give you happiness like success. Nothing will fix your mental health and mindset and everything in your life like success. And I'm not talking about money, like I have $1 million now and all my problems have been solved. No, I'm talking about success. Like I'm successful. What do you mean? The opposite of failure. Look how you are failing in life in every aspect and area possible there is, and reverse that 180 degrees. The exact opposite. That is success. Like that includes not failing to lift the heavy weights in the gym. If you cannot lift them, that's some sort of failure. If you've spent a decade in the gym and you still have failed to build any muscle, that is some sort of failure. Success is the opposite of that. Building muscle, compared to the amount of exercise that you've put in order to build that muscle. Getting the outcome and the results that you were after. Look what you're failing at, and the opposite of that will be the success. Success does not mean money. But success, anyone who tells you that success is bad, or the perpetual never-ending pursuit of success to the best of your ability is a dangerous thing or is a bad thing, that person is dangerous. The one who's telling you that this is wrong is the person who's dangerous. There is nothing wrong with success. It is entirely not correlated with any negative mental health state ever. You will never feel bad because of success. This is like, I have money, but I'm not happy. Yeah, but is the extra money the reason for your unhappiness? It didn't fix your unhappiness. It didn't fix the fact that you're miserable. But this is not the problem of the money. This is not on the money. Like, you cannot blame this on the money. This doesn't mean you want to prove that this is wrong. Remove the money out of the equation, go back to being poor and broke, and see how happy you will become. Like, see how your unhappiness will go away. See how your misery will go away. But they still tell you that money won't buy you happiness. Yeah, but why shouldn't I pursue money? It will solve other problems. Maybe my happiness needs a therapist. Needs anything else other than money to fix it. But does that mean that money is bad? Of course not. Everybody's chasing money. The same could be said about success. If success does not fix your happiness, you have bigger issues to fix. This has nothing to do with success. The fact remains, success gives you the highest pleasure possible of all time, compared to anything else. Nothing can give you as much pleasure and happiness and feeling good and fixing of your mental health like success could, like achievement could, like accomplishment could, like a sense of reward from what you've done today could. Nothing. Not even physical exercise, not meditation, nothing. Success will always at least massively contribute to your happiness. If it does not entirely lead to the ultimate happiness of all time, forever, at least it massively contributed to your happiness and well-being and mental health. It will never negatively correlate with any of these things. It will never lead to a decrease in your happiness or mental health or any of these things. But aiming for happiness only without success, something is wrong here. And good luck with that. It's impossible. You cannot reach happiness without success, no matter how hard you try or whatever that you do. Only through an it's now or never attitude towards your goals, dreams, aspirations, and life will you actually get there. Get there by any means necessary before it's too late.